We're going to take the clip that we just made, the coffee clip, and we're going to expand on the same similar concepts and how you see different pieces in different areas for more of a premium dive into another goal here from last night's Pittsburgh game. So again, we're going to let the whole thing play through, and then we're going to talk about why these pieces are so important and what they are. So first off, Pittsburgh's got a controlled breakout. Winnipeg's going for a change. This should be something that we, Pittsburgh, gets to choose how we want to enter. So first off, I hate that we bring the puck to the bench side where all the players are changing, both teams, and then we force a puck into a bad area. So horrible, horrible hockey play right here. There is just no excuse for this. Just bump it back. We should be looking to get possession. I would change that theory if we weren't changing and they were changing and we wanted to get a quick up to catch them in a compromised state defensively. But we're all changing. So to make this play now and give Winnipeg a free counter rush just makes absolutely no sense. That's inexcusable. So that's what starts this whole thing. Now, again, you're sucking yourself out to the wall where you could just hold this dot line, let F1 come, bump it back underneath, hold for possession, even skate behind your own net, let everyone come out. In this situation, I would keep it above the net, but just concepts here. We don't need to give away this puck, especially in that sense. So now we're going to target 45 Brunicki. I'm not sure how to say it. I apologize there. So when you're the weak side D in this situation where this puck should have just come to you and it doesn't, you are now in a situation where we have to what we call re-gap. You want to be urgent to try to get up here and gain the blue as quickly as possible. And you want to work inside out to force that puck back down the wall. Because this was not your turnover. This is a really unfortunate turnover from your partner. And as defensemen, forwards, honestly, all of us, it's part of the game. So now you have to react accordingly. So if you look at this at surface value, he pushes up, re-gaps, gets into a surf position, steers the puck to the wall. So we would say he's doing his job. But again, the details in which we execute here are equally as important as the concepts. Maybe 60-40, meaning the concepts should actually usually win out. But so he's coming in, he's surfing, but there's the crucial mistake. He's not surfing with proper technique. And this is something that Coach Grisk and I can dive into, especially in the offseason. We'll work into some of this with you guys, maybe in a separate series. But he should just be what we would call scooter pushing here. So notice here he's just pushing off to gain speed because you're trying to match speed here. But that crossover changes his attack situation, right? So instead of maintaining good posture, keeping your stick behind the puck, we want to force our stick behind this puck to keep it from making a slip pass back. And then we can also go stick through, triangle, shoulder through if we need to get a seal on the wall. But right there, instead of doing that, he adds his bottom hand and he looks to make contact. We don't need to make contact here. Like this, you're losing leverage. So when we talk about leverage, we want to look at hip height. Notice how the forward here, his hips are lower than the defenseman. So this right here, the defenseman, you're losing leverage. You really need to get low, sink while surfing, and that extra movement where you come up, cross over, and grab your bottom hand. Now you've just lost your leverage. So you're not allowing Winnipeg player, which is what we love. If we're going to look at this from an offensive side real quick, we call this cutting off the hands. Right? You want to get inside his triangle. It doesn't have to be necessarily physically inside the middle of the ice. But watch how he uses his butt, his body, his free hand. Like so in lacrosse, the term would be called like a ward, right? You can't do that in lacrosse, but we can in hockey, cutting off the hands. So now you go from a well-defended spot to being compromised in 3 steps. So this leverage here gives the forward, the puck carrier, all the options now. Okay. So we see that, Pittsburgh sees that, they rush to take away in tight. Now, similar to last play, the coffee clip from this morning, a lot of players here would drive this puck this way, or they would come underneath and then try to force a puck in tight. This net play is a low danger play, unless, again, just like we talked about with the Lizotte play, you can get inside, cut his hands off, attack the slot line, and make the goalie move. That's a high danger chance. But if you don't think you can do that, let's find another option. So how else can we create a high danger chance? Again, I am not a fan of forcing these pucks. They're like allowable turnovers in air quotes, where coaches are okay. It's like, well, you kind of pass it to the slot, so like therefore I'm not going to get mad at you. Well, I just don't believe that. So anyways, we utilize the behind the net, because now watch how compromised the goalie gets. He's got to change sides, change his head, and he gets stuck. And then notice, as we do this, all the eyes of the Pittsburgh players. Puck, 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 puck. Goalie changing his head. So as we do this, while everyone else is looking at the puck, we're able to slip it through. It actually ends up hitting this stick, kicking free, and then 93 here, Lambert ends up being the goal scorer. But all of